My goodness, that was an amazing ceremony last night, wasn't it?
It really was. I actually had the privilege of being able to sort of sit and watch the service there last night. And I think for people who were very much sitting in the congregation, you really felt like it was a part of history, and it was an enormous privilege to be able to be there. I mean, it sort of started with the first address from our new king. And actually, I think sometimes there is something very powerful of just hearing someone's voice, particularly kind of booming round St. Paul's Cathedral in such an extraordinary way as he paid tribute to his mother, to a life well led. And it really was quite an incredible testimony. So we had history in the making with hearing from our new king there, but we also heard from our new Prime Minister. She also did a reading from the Bible that was, of course, very moving to a lot of people. And while there were a few politicians there, this was very much more about a service for the people, and that was something that apparently when I was actually speaking to the Dean Designate of St Paul's, that was something that was always very much the Queen's wish, that this would be something, a service for anyone to come and pay their respects. So in fact 2,000 members of the public were able to come and sit. In fact, people just around the corner from me were queuing up from 11 o'clock yesterday morning to get tickets so they could come. And it really actually struck me that it was, when you sort of looked around at people in the congregation, it was incredibly wide-ranging. People of all ages, all colours, all creed, all kind of coming together for this service of prayer and reflection. This is, in fact, one of the order of service that I was able to take away with me. And it sort of struck me because I think the words prayer and reflection, they're quite sort of old-fashioned words, I guess, sometimes in 21st century Britain. But I think maybe it takes something like the death of a monarch for perhaps those older terms, those older values maybe, to sort of come out more as people kind of come together in this moment of public mourning and come together as they very much did last night. But that's not the only events that are sort of taking place here in the city that are significant. We've got the second proclamation of our new sovereign that will be taking place at the Royal Exchange just half a mile from me, and that will be taking place at midday.